Oh boy, I think I messed up. So I wanted to do this thing where I have like a bunch of different Etnies types of shoes to try. Also, look how sick this colorway is. Brown and light blue is my favorite colorway. But I have all these shoes to try, and I wanted to like go through one by one and figure out what shoe is going to eventually replace the Jocelyn's for me. As far as the Jocelyn's go, I have a couple left. That shoe's going to be ran for like another season under a different name, I think with some slight changes to it. And then I think they're going to be done with it. So I was like, oh, like I'll do, not necessarily a series, but like I'll keep people posted on me trying all these different shoes that will be the Jocelyn's replacement for me. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that every shoe that I really like always gets discontinued. So first it was the Suchu 1, and then they made the Suchu 2s. I'm sure for some people, the Suchu 2 is better, but not for me. And then I started skating the City Cups. That got discontinued. I forget what the next Adidas shoe that I skated after that was, but that also got discontinued. But then I wanted to start skating like a shoe company that was like owned by a skater. Etnies was started and ran by actual skaters. When I went to the Etnies warehouse, which I didn't really film anything while I was there, you can go to Spencer Newsy's channel for that. Everyone who works there skates. But I had a conversation with this guy, Rick, who's designed, he happened to design actually my favorite skate shoe of all time, the Ager, which was Bobby War's shoe. And he suggested the shoes that I have on my feet right now. And last night I went on a little errand run where I skated to it in these shoes, and I immediately forgot that they were not Jocelyn's. They are not the shoes that I'm used to skating. I've never had a shoe break in that fast, or at least feel this comfortable. I don't know how they're gonna skate. Maybe they flick weird or something like that. So that today, going to skate park, they already feel absolutely not weird at all. Like the second I put them on my feet, they're built for comfort. The last Etnies shoes that I skated were cup soles, but they were a bit more made for board feel. So for you skaters who want to really feel everything, still like the comfort of a cup sole, those are the shoes for you. They were called the name on the screen because I'm bad at remembering stuff. These are kind of the other direction. These are like really built for like comfort and security. And I'm assuming less board feel, which to a certain degree I kind of like because I'm unk status now. And also my friend Vaughn was skating these and he said they're great. So we're gonna go try them out.
And I should have right there explained that the shoes I will be skating in this video are called the Loot, but not probably the version of the Loot that you've skated. They have changed some stuff around that I need to make another video about at a later date. Some updates at Etnies, but yes. Now these are the Loots. Here's me skating them.
All right, so instead of filming in the braking process, which I totally should have because there was no, like I immediately got here and could skate. It was pretty sick. I did 180 figgy manual kickflip out like right when I got here. So the only issue that I've seen so far with these is frontside flips. Like I think because this comes up a little bit higher than I'm used to, I'm hesitating with my flick because I feel the contact of my concave a little bit earlier on my foot. Like I feel like with skateboarding, I always felt that it was like mostly like just muscle memory and I just try this stuff the same way on the same thing, but I think there's like tells of like where I feel a certain something, my brain's like, that's when you do something. But yeah, I don't know, we'll cruise around. These shoes are great. So I'll be honest, I don't know if I broke them in so much because they're similar to the Jocelyn's or if they're just a really easy shoe to break in, but we'll go this way. Do some flip tricks maybe? Ew. Did my foot come off?
Barely. It made it look like it was an accident. You can do better. Oh! Vaughn, show him! Vaughn got a good one.
No!
Oh! Oh!
I could have half cap flipped. I literally was like, I want to half cap flip out. All right, big dog.
See you.
The next time.
I'm gonna go golf.
Like a full round or just hitting balls?
Full round.
Good luck.
Happy 4th.
Yeah, happy 4th. Not what I was trying. new trick that I figured out today. You know they should definitely bring here, since this is in Huntington Beach, the Huntington Beach flat bar that was at Vans. It was at the original Huntington Beach skate park, the real famous flat bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure someone has it. I understand there's already a flat bar, but it's like a legendary flat bar. That'd be sick. All right, real moment of truth for these shoes. And I made myself do it the other day, and I'm pretty stoked on it. I was at Cherry, and I was like, Angie, I think it was to Angie that I said it. I was like, if I don't get into backtail first try, I owe you $10. And that betting against myself always motivates me to land stuff. I have brand new shoes. I am not gonna bet against myself. I'm just gonna get into backtail first try. Nothing on the line. And then if I can do that, if I can just get into it, on this wavy ground, I'll know these shoes are them. I got in. Brother, we're in there. That actually felt kind of cozy. These shoes, for not having the Michelin grip, which is like, been spoiled rotten with that, they do grip good. Nothing grips like that Michelin though, like, ew. I put a lot of like effort recently into like making sure they don't tap on my nose made on nollie flips, but my nose made on nollie tray still has like I'll land 2 out of 4 of them, like, I already said 1 out of 2. Where I'll do the quick little tap and then nollie tray, and I'm trying to make it to where like I don't tap anymore. But for some reason it's harder. I thought that the nollie flip would be harder to fix the tap, but right there, nollie tray is giving me some trouble. If you said if I landed right there, I'd get a watermelon. I've never committed to something so hard in my life.
Even though you didn't land it. I think you do the bars right now.
Oh, you fuck. You ever seen a spread the butter toe flip though? Dude, does it look like I'm doing it? You're lying. Did I kick my leg out? I feel like I didn't. What about pop shove it, catch it with your back foot? That's so hard. What was the other one that I was dorking around with? Oh, kick the foot out on this one. All right, here's the trick that I saw someone do on this bar. I forget his name. We did a bunch of really wild tricks. And I definitely stole this, so shout out him. Now. Shove thing. This again. How did I overflip that? Is that my spit? That's spit. Did I just spit? Did I step in spit? Is that the worst ever? That kid did such a cool trick and I'm over here ruining it. I should do flip tricks, that's what I've been avoiding. My kick flips aren't doing kickflips the way I want to kickflip, but when I try to do it into stuff, it felt okay. Here, I'll try to kickflip into the box, kickflip off. Sits different on shoes too. It's not just your toe. Your heel does make a big difference. I can definitely tell that I'm like half-assing my pops and flicks. Let me stop babying my feet for a second on flip tricks. That's definitely, I think, one of the problems. More sturdy. That felt better. Okay, I'm babying my flip tricks, and I'm probably babying my grind. Let's do the two tricks that I avoid a lot. I already did a back tail, it was a soggy back tail. I don't know if you know this, I'm like, back 50/50s are so much easier to hold, but I'm always scared of the first one of the day. I'm not saying I don't do them just about every try, but there's always that before I pop, and I'm gonna do my best to just, I'll be honest, if I feel it this try, I'll tell you, but I'm gonna like try to mind over matter it. I've been getting a lot better at making myself try stuff that I'm scared of. You haven't really been seeing it because I'm mostly doing that when I'm trying to film this part. We're 6 tricks deep right now. We're getting there, dude. Basically, it's done. There was a slight something, but it really wasn't that bad. Like, I wasn't really that scared. This one I'm always scared of, but not right now. Okay, maybe right now. Damn it! What's funny about this backtail saga is that there's a lot of people who've like seen me backtail a bunch of stuff, done really long ones. I've done it like down little hubbas and rails, stuff like that in my videos. But it's just about every video that I'm like, gotta backtail the ledge, I'm scared. It's always the first couple of the day. It never gets any easier. For new shoes though, that's actually pretty good for me. What else should I try? You got a random trick for me? Okay. I hated that. I'm not putting that in the video. I never do that trick.
You did kickflip, nose bending, and ollie flip?
No, but I do this a lot.
Okay.
What about, I'll try a barrel flip nose video. pretty good. That felt really easy. I don't know, you know what it is? Specifically with manuals, I get heel bruises on manuals a lot because you land really hard on one foot. And with these, there's so much padding on the bottom. I feel like I am stomping with a lot more confidence than before. That could be hindsight placebo effect of me like sugarcoating the past to be more stoked on the shoe. But that is something that I've had conversations about, how nose manuals can be very harsh on your feet. First try though. I don't even know the trick first try. Fuck, let's try this one again. Overflipped it, god damn it, dude. I bet if I try nollie nose slide on purpose, I won't get into it. Nose slide is definitely one of those tricks that when I learned nollie crooks, I just neglected the shit out of nollie nose slides, and now they feel uncomfortable, but it actually felt kind of good to try to do a couple on purpose. I don't dislike it. I think the reason I have problems with them is because I have a pretty sturdy nollie, but not the best nollie half cab. And nollie nose slide is more of a nollie half cab, and nollie crook is more of a straight nollie. Let's try nollie half cab on the box. Yeah, they kind of like fold in, not good. Angie, who? I don't know what to do. Does that count? So, the main thing I need to adjust to with these shoes, I've never had a shoe feel this comfortable right off the gate, but since it has a different layout of the front of the foot, what do you call that? We're saying nose. Toe cap. You hear him trying to whisper toe cap to me so I don't look dumb? Toe cap. Yeah, it's a little different, but everything else feels great. They're really cozy. The biggest struggle I've had though, and I don't think I've really filmed any tries, is frontside flips. I'll try 5. See what I mean? They're like very baby, very hesitant. I need to really kick my foot differently. I'm doing this pivot thing. That is a terrible habit. So, how did I correct this before? Frontside flip. Fucking this. It's not that. It's literally that. You need to be like I remember in my tutorial I said flick like 90 degrees away. No, flick like 120 degrees away. And it makes it flip a lot easier, but my hesitant flick's making me misflick every time. All right, right here. A little better.
So really quick, I want to say a couple things about the shoe, and I will be reviewing other shoes, even though I'm probably sticking with this one. But I have a promo code down in the description that'll give you 20% off of any Etnies, and the low cuts I've already done a little bit of a review on. But what I wanted to point out about these shoes, remember the things that I was talking about, the Jocelyn's, the inlets to keep your shoelaces from ripping? These actually have those, and I should have mentioned that while I was out skating. Also, this is 4 days of skating. No real ripping or tearing. I was nervous about this thing coming unstitched. It hasn't started to yet. I'll keep you posted as the videos go though, because this is day 4. That doesn't really tell you whether that's going to come unstitched or not. But it is holding up super well. Grip's doing great. I will say this about the shoe, and I said this while I was at the park, but I took it out because I had a giant booger on my nose, which you probably noticed earlier in the video. The entire day, no one told me what's going on with that. But basically, if you tried on like the new Reynolds shoe, this has a similar feel to that, to where it's really built out. The only difference is like this looks like a little bit more of a plain shoe, and the Reynolds shoe has that sort of like dad look to it, which I actually really like. That's not me talking shit. Like, I think the new Reynolds shoe looks really sick. I like the way the Tiago shoe looks a lot too. I just didn't like the way the tip of the toe looked. But aside from that, I love that shoe too. But Etnies is going through some changes, which I will make another video about in the future, as far as like material and everything that's been going on and the way they've been put together. This is like the newer version of it. So if you have skated the shoe, this is actually different. It's a little bit different. All the shoes are going to be a little bit, I'll get into it at another video. But this is literally the fastest I've ever gotten used to a shoe. It just was comfortable. But if you do want a real vulcanized feeling, I'd suggest the low cut if you want a cup sole that has a lot of board feel. Other than that, just get one of the vulcanized shoes. I can't say anything about the barge or anything like that through Etnies, but I do know that like Megan and a couple other people prefer vulcanized and they skate Etnies and they like them. I just can't give you my opinion on them. Maybe I'll get around to skating them. I have a bunch of other shoes to go through though, and they're all cup soles. But yeah, I think these look great in white. The black's fine though. I'm just now noticing this little brown stripe right there. But yeah, once again, 20% off any Etnies product you buy if you use the link in my description. Thanks for watching. And once again, if anything comes up about that shoe, I will let you know. In the same way that I let people know about the Jocelyn and when stuff went wrong with that.